Welcome back, everyone, and happy Thursday. Today's starting off a little bit warmer than yesterday morning, although warmer, not necessarily warm. There has been a slight increase in the temperatures since yesterday morning, starting off 14 degrees warmer in the capital city, 6 degrees warmer in the electric city, and in eastern Montana, a huge warm up, but temperatures are still below freezing for most folks. In the 20s out in eastern Montana, 15 degrees in Helena, 31 degrees in Great Falls. So there is this difference in temperature between the valley and the plains. So that's because the Helena Valley is inverted, and you can also see that in the air quality. So the air quality has not been the best here the last couple of days. Helena was actually at unhealthy for sensitive groups level air quality earlier this morning. That has just improved slightly, but still not the best air quality. And we're going to see this pattern continuing through the rest of the work week with the high pressure that's rolling in. We've had fairly calm weather, but not the best air quality. Now, other areas in the state have had some snowfall. This is yesterday, a little bit of snowfall moving through eastern Montana, but that has moved off to the Dakotas. We're not looking at any active weather today, but North and South Dakota getting a little bit of snowfall this morning. But for us, we're going to stay fairly dry here until the weekend. That's when we're seeing the next round of snowfall moving through. So you can see all this moisture to our north. That's going to be staying out of our area. This high pressure keeping us dry and relatively clear, and also the areas on the plains getting a little bit warmer than the valley. So a slight warm up for a couple of folks, but the valley is definitely going to stay a little chillier than the rest of the state. Now, Saturday is when that high pressure is going to break down, and you can see some of that snowfall moving into the higher elevations. That's going to move onto the plains late Saturday night. So there is a chance of some snowfall for very late Saturday night, technically maybe Sunday morning. That's when that's going to start rolling through for north central Montana, but Sunday is really the day to watch with the most widespread snowfall. Almost everywhere in the state is going to get a little bit of snowfall from that system moving through, and that's going to kick off a very snowy and cold pattern for the beginning of next week. So you can see the high pressure kind of moving out by Saturday here, and the cold air that's been in the Midwest moving out over the next few days. Now we're going to have the next round of Arctic air. You can see by Sunday that cold front rolling through with all that Arctic air and snow behind it. So we're going to get some pretty chilly temperatures for next week, and that's going to stick around through the middle of next week. Really, really cold temperatures. Not as extreme as the Midwest has been the last few days, but still not what I would call comfortable temperatures out there. Today, though, not looking too bad. Temperatures reaching into the 40s for a couple of spots on the plains. 46 for the high today in Great Falls. Compare that to 26 in Helena because of the inversion. So the areas in the higher elevations are going to be a little bit warmer, but staying chilly in the valley through the end of the week here. Now Saturday we could potentially see a little bit of a warm up. This is probably not going to be 44 on Saturday. That number just comes up automatically from the computer, so it doesn't necessarily factor in inversions. So it's probably not going to get that warm on Saturday, but you can see by Sunday single digits for the highs, a couple of spots below zero for the highs along the high line. So it's going to be a chilly start to next week. We have lots of wintry weather coming our way. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we were all wondering where the winter weather was. Now, here it is, lots of single-digit highs, below zero highs for the middle of next week. It's going to be a chilly, chilly day out there on Wednesday with that high 5 below zero. It's going to be very cold, so maybe take advantage of what you've got now. 26 doesn't seem too bad compared to 5 below for the high.
I was going to say, there's something unsettling about seeing a high below zero.
I know, I'm pretending like it's not happening. I'm just going to deal with it when it gets here.
I like that. All right, Katie.